Good morning, students. So far, we have discussed creative writing, story writing, and precise writing. The last concept of the fourth chapter, that is letter writing. So, what is a letter? What does it consist of? What is written or what can be written in the letter? And what is the history of this letter communication? Maybe in the previous semester, you must have already come across how to write a notice, how to write a memo, circular, how to write a letter or report, the purposes of writing all these in the previous semester. In Communication Skills 1, we discussed all this. Now, let us look at some advanced levels of topics, that is letter writing. There are four kinds of general letter of inquiry, letter of complaint, and letter of requisition, job application letter. There are four kinds of letters. Letter of inquiry, it means when you want to inquire some information, you can write letter of inquiry. And letter of complaint, the second letter of complaint, when you are not satisfied with the service provided, or when you have a problem, when you face a problem, then you write letter of complaint. The third one is letter of requisition, request letter. You ask somebody to do something. You request somebody, you request the authority, or you request a designated person to do something or to do an official work. So that's the letter of requisition. The fourth kind of letter, job application letter. It is generally written along with the resume. It means you are interested in doing that job, or you write your experiences, you write your skills in the letter, you express your interest in the job application letter. Generally, job application letter is written when the advertisement is given either in the newspaper or print media or email or some electronic medias. So these are four kinds of letters we have. In every letter, the format is almost all same. In all kinds of four letters, the format is same, and the information is, of course, the information is same. But here, depending on the letter, you are supposed to construct different kinds of sentences in the body of the letter. Here, we have very famous example of letter writing, letter communicating. Earlier, people used to communicate only through letters, and letter communication became worldwide popular. Even Post Office India, even Britishers developed the telegraph system in India. Even it became very popular throughout the world. Earlier, people only used to communicate their feelings, emotions through or in the form of letters. But now the world is changed, the technology has developed. So now people are communicating in the form of email, WhatsApp, Facebook, social media, and they're communicating through mobile phones. So several communicating devices are available for transforming information nowadays. But earlier, in order to transform information, only the letter was used. Even letter was used by the kings. Even they used doves or pigeons. They used certain kind of animals, and they used certain kind of birds for passing the information or for transforming the information. So here, a letter format generally, earlier we had several instructions, or earlier we had several rules, but nowadays everything could be written on the left side. Here, sender's address can be written in the first. After that, sender's address is followed by receiver's address. It is followed by date. Date is compulsory. And date format, for example, in some countries, some states, some places, people generally write date and month followed by year. And in some states or some countries or some places, some people write year first, date second, then month third. And some people follow month, date and year. So depending on the cultural context or depending on the place, you can write it. Generally in India, it is clearly followed that date is followed by month, month is followed by year. For example, 21st June or 23rd June, 23rd June, 2020, or 1 or 23rd June without comma 2021. It depends on the context. You can use either comma or without comma. You can use double commas in the sentence, 23rd comma June comma 2021 or 23rd June comma 2021. So it depends on writing the date format. It is followed by subject. Subject, actually a letter, all the information can be conveyed in the subject only. Subject is very essential for the letter. Your subject should be precise, concise, brevetized. Your precise should be exact, accurate, acute. It should give exact information. Subject. Generally, a subject should not cross more than 13 words. Should not exceed more than 13 words as per the rule. If you are writing request letter, then request to or regarding. The subject starts with these words like request or regarding. If it is a complaint letter, complaint letter. Then some people, if it is job application letter, subject is followed by references to. It means where exactly you have seen the advertisement. You have to mention that reference in the letter based on the advertisement given in so and so newspaper and so date. I would like to apply for this job. That is job application letter. So you should be careful of writing subject. Subject should be very clear. No singular, no plural, no first person, no second person, even no third person singular. Now first person, second person, third person singulars, plurals should not be used in subject. It means I, we, they, you, he, she, it, they. All these should not be used in the letter. In the subject especially. Subject. So you should be careful of writing subject. And when you write subject, the subject should be reflected in the body of the letter. That is also a very important point you need to understand. When you write subject in the letter, the subject again should be repeated in the body of the letter. That you need to be careful. So after subject, salutation. Salutation could be different types. Earlier respected sir or respected madam. Earlier people used to write different salutations, respected, and nowadays people are using only sir or madam, and some people are using greetings. They are starting letters with greetings sir or madam. So it depends on the connection between the person to whom you write and between you. So that you need to understand. Introduction part. So then after that salutation is written. It is followed by introduction part. If you are writing for the first time, you are supposed to introduce yourself. Who you are exactly, where you are working, what your position is, or whether you are a student or an employee, what you are all. If you are writing a letter, so you have to introduce yourself with your position or designation. And if it is your ID number, you can mention your ID number, or employee ID, you can mention employee ID. So it depends. So introduction part is very important because the introduction part tells or it presents who you are exactly. That can be known. After introduction part, then you can start body of the letter. Body of the letter is important. Here you can write. But letter is not a question format. Please understand. You are not supposed to interrogate. Interrogation is not. Cannot be interrogative statements cannot be written in the letter, but only simple, complex, compound sentences can be used in the letter. So body of the letter, the body consists of information especially. It is a request. You are asking the person to do something. You are requesting a person to do an official work. If it is a complaint, you are mentioning exactly what happened in the body of the letter. If it is letter of requisition or letter of inquiry, you are making an inquiry. For example, you are writing a letter to the local bookseller whether particular books are available or not. Here you are making an inquiry whether the prescribed syllabus books are available or not. That you are supposed to mention in the body of the letter. After body of the letter, conclusion should be. For conclusion, thank you is generally followed. Some people generally write thanking you too. But thanking you is not acceptable. Thank you is more acceptable. It's more effective. You can write thank you in the letter. After that, it is followed by signing off. Signing off in the sense yours faithfully. Generally, it is followed by Faithfully is mentioned at the end of the letter. Some people write yours lovingly, lovingly only to the informal letter, not to the formal letters. Only in formal letters you can write yours lovingly, but in formal letters you can write yours faithfully, yours obediently, yours sincerely. So these are can be used. After that you can sign and you can write. This is how a letter can be written. So be careful. And letter writing also is a precise writing. You are not supposed to write all the information in the letter. It should be very brief. You have to brief the information, precise information, concise information, compressed information, and write in the body of the letter. This is all about letter writing. For more details about letter writing, we have a separate topic in E1 English. So you can also find more letters and the letter formats in E1 English subject. Thank you.